up. So looking forward to, in the end, though, just a solid match here. And that we've definitely had a great series so far. Both teams have looked pretty impressive in their own right. So can't wait to see what happens in Game 3. With that said, once again, I'm joined by Super KGE. Welcome back, man.
Thank you.
This is it. We got the bans coming out to start things off as always. And look at that, Ophelia being banned by Sync, even though he didn't do too well last game.
Yeah, I feel that was pretty weird, but also there's Hamskin didn't ban Warbeast this time. He instead went with Kronos Puppet Master. I think Kronos is a for sure ban, because I feel like that hero is really strong now also. Puppet Master, I think they're a bit afraid of that hero, I guess, because he is insane if he has let him free farm.
Yeah. All right, so we'll see. That's true, though. Keep an eye on that Warbeast especially. There's a possibility to come out here. Hell for either side, but yeah, maybe more so for Sync if it was to be. But Drunken Master going to be the response, though, after that torture. So, again, even talking about that last game, we have seen a lot more torture. But, again, first picked here by BMG now, just like it was by Sync last game. So, clearly some value shown there.
I think the main reason why you're picking Torture as a first pick is that you can do a lot of things with him. You can either like farm him or play him as a support, but it doesn't show too much when you first pick him. As Hellborn did now, they picked a hero that also can be in all three lanes, but they see more what they're up against.
Yeah.
A support is like not the big of a deal, actually.
Seeing some similarities here so far. Kraken coming out for BMG, so like I said, a lot of similarities, as it maybe tends to be for the earlier on in the draft, but it's those last couple of picks that perhaps change things up in the long run. So as far as jungle options, again, Ophelia banned this time around. Well, you still got the Tempest and Parasite amongst the others.
Yeah, hopefully I want to see Solstice coming out from BMG, and I feel like Hellborn should try to use a Parasite this game, because I think Solstice is a bit more better, because I feel like his ganking ability is a lot better than Parasite, except if he's lucky to get a lot of Wild Hunters, because that's when he's doing the best thing.
Yeah.
With the Parasite. As we saw first game, Hanskin got a lot of Wild Hunters. He was pretty lucky with that. But yeah, I still feel like Parasite and Solstice are the junglers to go to.
Yeah, it's the first game, I believe he was banned in the second tier bans, and second game, obviously, we saw both the Tempest and the Ophelia being picked up before that happened, so never got around to him. But yeah, no doubt he has been getting recognition. It's a jungle option. Empath coming out for Sync.
I like that pickup. And if you use that really good with the Drunken Master, it's going to do insane amount of damage.
Yeah. And you're forgetting the obvious here.
Yeah, I like that pickup.
It's also support over here on Sync Esports.
Yeah, yeah.
They also got that going for them, but yeah, no, support's an interesting. It's been a fun player to watch over time, not just because he's a great player, but obviously he really came onto the scene known for that empath play, being somewhat unique, and but all he played was empath, man. I mean, that was all he played, and when he was banned, and it honestly seemed like he may not have performed as good as we were used to seeing him, but as time has gone on, I think especially now with Sync and everything, that has really changed. I mean, he is just an all-around very good support player now.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
So, but Empath is still his signature hero, I think you can safely say, in the end. So, Pharaoh, though, coming out for BMG. So, their lineup once again coming together nicely here.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure I like it. I guess they picked them up because they're afraid of a Tempest again. I feel like, though, it's kind of weird pick. I would rather see something else than a Pharaoh. I'm not too sure what, but something else, actually.
What about, Bubbles? He hasn't got any attention this series.
Yeah, Bubbles would be a really good pick. I think he's a pretty good counter to Drunken Master and Devour, especially, but as Devour wasn't picked, they didn't know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Bubbles not getting any attention. I mean, he did get nerfed, and that's one of those sacred heroes, man. It's when you see a nerfed hero like that, you're just like, okay, we'll see how this goes. As he's just been around from the beginning, and obviously a Dota port in the first place, and it's hard to see changes to heroes like that. But hey, it's happened before, and sure it won't be the last time. But well, what do you think it was necessary? Were you happy with the changes to bubbles?
I don't feel like it was necessary to nerf him, but I think it makes him a bit. I think it was a good change.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't feel like it was necessary, but I think it was okay.
It's not over the top.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like this is pretty good nerf.
Yeah. Okay. So again, we'll see if that really does kind of just drop him off now, or if he's still going to be seen. But a couple of jungle potential heroes coming out here for bans: Tempest and a Parasite, and then even War Beast. Again, as we've talked about, could definitely see that more jungle nowadays, but also still a strong suicide option. Wretched Hag then being banned by Sync, so one more for either side. But yeah, if we're going to see a jungler, it's going to be not the usual, it looks like.
I feel like BMG is going to go... never mind, I'm not too sure if they're going to go with Soul Sitters or not, because right now I get the feeling they want to have Pharaoh solo mid and Kraken bottom with Torture, and then a jungler and then another suicide, but they can do pretty much anything. Also, I'm not too sure how I feel about Solstice and Pharaoh in the same lineup. It's pretty good combo with ulti, but if you wall him out from his mummies, he's not going to be able to auto-attack or anything, and it's going to cancel his charge because it doesn't go through the wall. I'm pretty aware of that.
Okay. Yeah, so that's something to think about, yeah, having a teammate like Pharaoh in the end. They do ban Dr. Repulsor themselves. So
like last game, I think they're afraid of the cheese.
Just taking away that option. And I was going to think about this. Hey, wouldn't be surprised to see a Solstice ban, but like you're saying, the best option in the game. But they go Keeper of the Forest, actually.
That was pretty odd, I'd say. I don't think he's that good of a hero anymore. I feel like his ult is not enough, because that's like the only thing you use it for is mainly the ulti lockdown and the push potential he has. You don't really use the Invis a lot, especially I don't think the Legion's lineup would have anything to do with it at all, the Invis.
Yeah.
But they go with Moon Queen.
Moon Queen. All right. Moon Queen coming out for Bad Monkey Gaming. So yeah, hands it off to Fusi, and you can safely say that's going to eventually be in his hands here.
Yeah, I think, as you can see, their lineup is all about defending him, I think. But Drunken Master is really good on getting in on Moon Queen. And Devour is okay to hook him, like if you can hook him back. But then there's going to be PK from Kraken and ulti from Pharaoh, so they're going to be able to get there in there. But I'm not too sure how this is going to work out. I think both teams have pretty solid lineups right now against each other. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be, so far by the picks, it's going to be a great game. But let's see what this ends up with.
Exactly. No matter really what, you expect this to be a good game with the teams going at it. But obviously, draft has a lot to tell with it. But yeah, that's a good point to bring up about the Moon Queen and going up against the likes of someone like a Drunken Master, especially with an empath inside. I mean, get that jump, and Moon Queen could definitely drop really fast, depending on the build or the items that she does have at that point, obviously. So we'll see how that has an impact. But hands get here, BMG. They're going to think about this last one. Glacius is going to be their choice. We go Glacius here, so dual support. No jungler to be had.
I'm not too sure how this is going to work out. Either they're going to man up with Moon Queen Trillion, or they're going to send a Pharaoh suicide, or maybe even a Kraken suicide. Sandwraith.
Huh. Got a classic hard carry versus hard carry game here.
I'm not too sure about this.
You seem really baffled all of a sudden.
Yeah, I feel like Sandwraith was one of the few heroes they shouldn't have went with, because that makes their teamfight early game is really bad, but it's also pretty good against Moon Queen, I guess, because ulti. But
great gank potential with empath,
especially. Yeah, that's the good part. The gank potential is really good, and also, I think like mainly when you're playing as Sandwraith, you're gonna be farming another lane when the teamfight starts, and then he's gonna ult in.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be pretty good against Moon Queen. But I still feel like he's a bit too weak. But let's see how it works out, I guess, because they have the empath inside. I think that's gonna be a major thing.
Yeah, the empath Sandwraith combo, obviously we know what that can do. Definitely have seen it many times before, so yeah, exactly. I think that's where Sync is going to really look to shine here with that final pick, Sandwraith. But definitely, again, both him and Moon Queen have that hard carry potential. Going to be a lot of development in this game as it picks up. I love this skin, man. Yeah, Master of Arms here. Freaking water gun status.
Yeah, there's one other skin with this team, right? I think there was one more.
Yeah?
Was it Monkey King or...
Or, wait, what are you talking about?
The skins, like there was 2 skins that got out at the same time. There was like 2 water skins.
I honestly wouldn't know. I don't pay enough attention to that personally. I just say when we happen to see it in a game, it's just like, oh, that's crazy. Just like last game with the Wretched Hag. But yeah, no, kind of fun skin there. But anyways, a little off point. What are they doing? What are they doing? Sync is sending Sandwraith middle? Looks like it. We're going to have Devo Empath top, so some mind games coming out here.
I feel like they expected a Trilin, offensive Trilin.
Okay.
Or maybe not. They have even scouted it. I'm not too sure why they're doing this. Maybe they're changing now?
Yep, they're changing again.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I know. I think it might be right. Maybe they were expecting that, but then all of a sudden they realized now, for whatever information they got, I think they saw Moon Queen bottom with Drunken, and they're like, okay, wait a second. No, it's not happening. All right. They're not really getting there that late in the end, so it's not the biggest deal in the world, I guess, but a little bit of a uncertainty there on Sync Esports side. But now we got the matchups as they're going to be, it looks like. So kind of settling things down here. We'll start with the middle one here. Devour and Master of Arms versus the Glacius Kraken. How you like that matchup?
I don't like the Glacier spec here. He's gonna die a lot of times if he get hooked because there's no way Kraken can save him. So I think that's the only thing I don't like about this lane. I think the Glacier spec was pretty weird.
Yeah.
But maybe they wanted to man up first, and then they changed their mind when they saw the Sandwraith pick. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Glacial could. I mean, you can tell he's playing pretty passive. He knows that if he does get hooked in, could be a lot of issues. Bottom lane, Keizu, good pressure coming out, but not a kill. We'll have to fall back. I'm sure he has some good regen on him. Yeah, 4 trees, 1 health.
He had a lot of regen bottom.
Okay.
6 trees into pots.
Yeah, he's already burning through it quite fast though, so they're making sure that that's going to happen. Is the other side. I mean, just look at him, the box out presence from Torture, but he kind of goes in right here. Drunken Master doing some good damage, but again, going to be forced away. Having to eat some trees. So, okay, so as long as he has at least some regen on him, though, he's going to be playing pretty ballsy here. Once that wears off, though, then that's where the issues start to kick in. Top lane, not as successful for Pharaoh.
Yeah, he's going to have a rough time, because one good wall and he's dead, I think.
Yeah.
Because if he uses mummy wall and then like kills one of the mummies to get out, the wall is going to be up there at the place he dropped down, and then he's going to be stuck anyways. So that's a big counter, I think, against him. So he needs to be very passive in that lane.
Yeah, as he is. You know, just get experience, I think is the name of the game here. And he's only level 2. Again, even that's obviously very difficult to do, especially when you got a case like this. Empath doing the creep pull. And I missed the Bloodlust kill bottom lane. Keizu does go down. I don't know if you were watching that or not, KG, but...
I missed that too, actually. I was watching Med for the hooks.
Yeah. Kind of going at it. Not looking at the minimap clearly. Yeah, I apologize, and it happens. Anyways, they get the kill at the bottom lane. So Keizu, I mean, again, they've been doing a lot of pressure to him. He still had a little bit of regen on him, but clearly they caught him at a point where... enough for the kill, so that's a big deal, I think it's safe to say. Happened down there. But Moon Queen's farm and Sandwraith. Moon Queen is actually quite a bit ahead. I was looking at the wrong chart.
But it was, of course, of the first plan that made that difference.
That's obviously a big difference there. So, Empath's chasing out Pharaoh, actually. This is a possible kill that you're talking about. He puts the stun out with the Essence Link. Mummy Walls go up, a beautiful cutoff from his left right there with that Forked Lightning.
And that was even without Sandwraith Q.
Yeah.
That was a solo kill pretty much from Empath.
Able to chase him down.
That was pretty big, actually. I don't think... Jonas must have been tanking damage from something. I'm not too sure what. Because I don't think an Empath can actually kill him by himself almost.
Should be able to, yeah.
Yeah.
Essence Sling is strong, but yeah, clearly Notice the fan doing something maybe a little bit wrong there, and in the end, cost him his life. And again, he's struggling, and understandably with that lane setup. Middle lane in the meantime, we do have a kill on a Seal Kid coming out. You got Kraken kind of standing his ground, doing the best that he can, but not nearly enough. So Drunken Master going Keisu, obviously as any good suicide player would do. Him not doing much use in your lane. Go elsewhere, try to set up ganks as he does right there. So good active movement from Drunken Master.
And by the looks of it, it's going to try and dive top, but they have the ward to see him, so...
Do they? Yeah, they see him here.
They have a ward right next to him, so...
It's coming on over, but yeah, realizing probably pretty quickly. It's probably not going to happen. Going to hang it out, but in the meantime, Moon Queen will get his free farm on. Obviously, they don't have anyone to worry about down here. We'll see if maybe a tower push comes in. What do you think? If you're Moon Queen, you pick up on this, the Drunken's still missing. You just go aggressive here, push the tower?
As you can see, they're doing it right now, and I think Fuzi knows a lot more about this than me, so I think he's probably doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting 2 waves here on the tower, so they're going to be a lot of damage on the tower. Might even get it. But they're going to lift off, so they're going to save it, I think.
Well, you got Drunken, yeah, running over. TP situation, nothing on them. And Sandwraith is not level 6 just yet, so...
He just got 6 now.
Did he? Okay. Right, did you say that? Yeah. I literally turned it as I was saying he's not. Oh, Devour gets the hook on a Glacius in the meantime in the middle lane. There's a Sandwraith ultimate. Glacius most likely going to fall as he does. Kraken, he puts the charge out. He happens to catch Sandwraith, but by the time Sandwraith got there, really, Glacius was basically already
bottom,
dead.
though.
Bottom lane. Oh, yeah, chase it back. Moon Queen is going to fall. Oh, that wasn't Moon Queen. That was actually Hanskin on Torture. Hook mid on a Kraken. Back to the middle lane. Devour. Moon takes a Moonbeam, though. And that will be the end of that for now. Desert's Curse come out, but Sandwraith is not going to chase that. Really wanted that kill, but if he did, he probably would have killed himself. So a lot of back and forth there in that middle lane.
There was 2 TPs coming in mid when I was checked there, and then suddenly one got cancelled, and I was wondering why. But then I noticed bottom lane, Kesu interrupted Hanskin and pushed him into the tower, so he died.
Yeah. Oh, Moon Queen gets pulled in. The Moon Finale not helping that situation right there. Mickey, that's one that he probably wants to take back for a hook, and nearly got his teammate killed as well, Master of Arms, but he ends up dying himself. So yeah, Moon Queen was, not only did I misspoke earlier when I said he died bottom, obviously he did, that was Torturer, but he comes back, it's a kill on a Devourer even, and Moon Queen's farm even that much higher now as a result of all of that. So this movement happening from both sides, really more so from Sync, but in the end, the carries are still doing very good.
Also, by the looks of it, both teams are focusing a lot on the mid lane, because that's like everyone tried to get there, but then Kesu got an opportunity to kill the Hanskin on bottom lane at the same time, so that was pretty good by him.
You see overall, as far as other creep farm goes, again, outside of the carries, I mean, you got your middle lane matchup. Actually, bottom? No, Drunken's going to be fine. Kraken is 28-3 now. Devour's 34-4, though. Having the 2 assists compared to the 0-0 for Limp on Kraken here. So, again, that's maybe expected. Devour having a slightly better job. Oh, top lane, though, in the meantime. Feral again in a lot of trouble. There's a wall-off forcing a bad angle. We do see a TP coming in. Sandwraith, he's going really deep right here for the kill. Chain reactions connects onto both. Torment ult around, but it's just torturing him. You see the impalement taking down Empath, though. Will it be enough? Yes, it's drained. It's going to be enough heal. And down goes Pharaoh as a result. Empath going to survive. And now Torture is the one in a lot of trouble. Here comes Empath back in the wall. He gets killed by the chain reactions, though, so at least Hanskin will take out somebody with him. But a double tap for Flensmeister. Pharaoh buys back. He wants something to happen here. He doesn't have his ultimate, though. And Sandwraith, though, he's going to cut through. Yep, Desert's Curse. And he jets on out of there. That was big plays by Empath, especially, though.
Yeah, he just got level 6 there, so instead of he would put up that wall and jump inside of... Okay, mid lane here, Kraken.
That could have been big. Yeah, well, that was Devour hooked in Glacius, actually. Not enough for the kill, though. He kind of runs away. Almost figuring he might have been in danger himself, and it is going to be no kills in the end. So the rune obviously picked up by Kraken just in front of him. But, yeah, good point about that. He did hit level 6, but not able to do so.
Yeah, I think he just put up the wall instead. He thought that maybe he would survive and then Hanskin would die, but he died too. So I think he did okay though, because that was a pretty big place. And they did exactly the thing I was saying about the wall of mummies. Jonas put up wall mummies, and then when he destroyed one of the mummies, he put up the wall. So.
And could do nothing about it. Bottom lane, they're diving Moon Queen big time. Here comes Empath inside of Sandwraith. Ports in. Moon Queen has him in the finale. It goes up, but not the most damage. Drunken Master may fall, but they kill Moon Queen. That's what they wanted. How big of a deal will this be, though, in the end? Sandwraith, can he actually get away somehow? The freeze comes out. He's trying the wall. No, not going to be enough. Down goes Sandwraith, and now Empath left behind him to fight for himself. You see Master of Arms throws down the goo. In this case, some hot water maybe, but Empath, yeah, he's going to get caught. Not much more Master of Arms can do there. And support does fall. So the big picture, I mean, BMG hero kill-wise came out on top. They did lose Moon Queen, though, but you think they're still favored in that?
I think BMG favored that, yeah, because they got Sandwraith as well, and Empath, and Drunken. As you can see, Drunken's GPM is really, really low right now.
Yeah.
So I think they got ahead on that by far, but I think it also was a kind of a misplay by Sync diving that far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, by the time Sandwraith even ported in, Moon Queen was already steps behind the tower at that point.
And then
so
the ulti came off and everyone died instead.
yeah, Moon Finale. Obviously a dangerous ability to dive against on top of that too. So yeah, again, got the kill, but lost two in the process, including Sandwraith as you mentioned. So big picture, maybe PNG coming on top there. But again, overall still not too bad as far as even goes. In fact, experience basically identical right now. In fact, it is 0. As I say this. Gold, 330 gold lead. So really, I mean, the stats are saying right now, this is a very, very even game here. Do you think that that's the true picture, or is there more to it?
I think that's the true picture, because that was what the thing I was saying earlier game. But it also it's Sandwraith is a lot better early game than Moon Queen. Mm-hmm. So I think as you can gank a lot more. So I think Sync has the upper hand right now, but this could be any game right now. It's all about how the ganking
momentum,
goes and stuff like this.
Yeah, if Sync gets the momentum going, then yeah, it could definitely be big news for them, but I see what you're
Top
saying.
lane.
So BMG, what's going on up here? Master of Arms gets caught by Pharaoh. Hellfire's doing a lot of work there. It's those mummy walls, but here comes Sandwraith once again. Desert's Curse going to be used right here. Pharaoh's not being pushed back. He will eventually fall. And again, the power of Sandwraith coming into play. Master of Arms also, well, his ultimate used on himself to help turn around that. So, yeah, Pharaoh figuring he might have had a kill. Not too quick, though.
Yeah, I think he didn't really think of the Sandwraith thing, and also the Master of Arms shield. I think he should have been aware that he was not even going to be able to kill him all alone.
Yeah.
So just a small misplay in the lane. Nothing.
Bottom tower. It is going to fall right there in favor of BMG, so Moon Queen leading the way for that, but the Legion team as a whole getting credit for the kill. 426 gold per minute now for Moon Queen. By the way, both her and Sandwraith going the Energizer earlier on, so again, that's still proven to be, for now, the effective item pickup in these short lane carry heroes.
Yeah, as I was saying,
yeah,
it was just last game that there was like no agility heroes. Also, I would say Slapped is doing a really good job at blocking patience right now, because Moon Queen needs to be farming somewhere, and that's the way where it should be. So I think it's doing good by putting up a ward there already.
Yeah, taking care of business there. So you see the single stack coming out, and can't do much more until that's taken care of, but top lane, Sandwraith continuing to push it in. Another 600 gold saved up. What did Moon Queen buy? She bought the Helm of the Victim here, so of course the Whispering Helm. Going to be coming out. And, you know, I brought this up before, actually, in this recent week or so. I want to see the Whispering Helm used to take over the Alchemist Ogre. It just seems like it makes so much sense to use that and then just have a free kill with the Alchemist Ogre to just even enhance your farm that much quicker.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty smart idea, because I don't think anyone has really been thinking about this. They're not too used with that creep, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a pretty good idea, because if you have that, I don't know how long cooldowning it is on it, but I would say like around 1 minute plus, I think.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure either. So.
Yeah, but it would help your farm, so...
Well, it just seems like to me, you know, Whispering Helm, it's one thing if, like, yeah, having a Minotaur is cool for the stun and a Catman for the nuke, but how often do we see people that use Whispering Helm to take over those creeps actually use those for those abilities? But middle lane, actually, in the meantime, Kraken, he gets gone out, but he has a lot of team support in your power. But this Kraken comes out, beautiful, he charges in, but it kind of disorients a little bit with the Mummy Walls. It doesn't matter, though. Sandwraith, though, he wants to finish him off, but he's not going to. The support's just too strong. They keep him alive. Sandwraith forced to run away. Empath is inside of him. You do see Master of Arms also falling back. So they get the 2 kills on Drunken and Devour. And now all of BMG is here. Well, minus Kraken actually ended up going to the top lane to farm up there. But here comes the middle push now. So that was a big fight. Started by Sync there in the middle lane. And
that was perfect by them, actually, by BMG, because they saw them all the time by the ward by secret place, and that was baiting all along. And as soon as they went on Kraken, he got released on the Kraken himself, locked down everyone, Mum is on everyone, Glacier's whole ulti got off, so they, I don't know, that was complete disaster for Sync in my opinion. But it was pretty good that Sandray survived, he didn't die, and Master of Arms and support didn't, I think. So
yeah.
I think it wasn't too bad, but it was a really good team fight for BMG, and it was a bit unlucky that they didn't get more, and they didn't get the tower either. So it's not that huge of a deal, but it's always like a really good team fight.
So as I'm talking about the Whispering Helm, you do see after all that, he gets finished. He actually takes over Minotaur with it, and he sends it over to the Ancients here. So, you know, again, you're going to pull the Ancient with this, so that's understandable. You do that, but I'm very curious. Keep an eye on the second cooldown of it, as long as that Minotaur's still alive, if he does go for something like the Alchemist Ogre, or just something completely different, not putting too much thought into it. But nonetheless, his farm is obviously coming together, continuing to come together very nicely here. Around him, though, not as much, although you have 1,700 gold on Kraken. Needs that portal key as soon as possible, you think?
Yeah, probably. Oh, hold on. Yeah, probably. Limp is known for the best Kraken ever, and he goes PK all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's going to be anything else than a PK. The next item for him, I don't think Shrunken's is really good in this case. Especially like if you look at the Hellborn team, they have so much like physical damage and 0 lockdown with magic. Pretty much, they only have the Essence Link and the Master Farm stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like Shrunken's on Legion is a complete waste, even on Moon Queen. I think there's just gonna be Kraken would probably go Demonic after his PK. I think. I hope so at least, and then Moon Queen is just gonna go pure damage, Geobane, and then after that maybe Genjuro.
All right, so yeah, passing up the Shrunken. We'll see if Fuzi does that or not, makes that decision. But then on the other side of the spectrum, you have, well, of course, Sandwraith especially, and he has another 2,000 gold saved up here. So not as obvious on the item follow-up here that we're used to seeing.
I'm not too sure what it's gonna buy.
Yeah.
I feel like they need damage, but they also have a Drunken Master. But by the looks of it, he's going Shrunken straight away, and I think he should too. But I'm not too sure what Sandwraith should get. I think they need a Shrunken on their team though, but I'm not too sure what top lane though.
Yeah, there is action up here. They're looking at gank right here on a Sandwraith. Pharaoh comes in as well. He has support, though. Empath jumps inside. The Desert's Curse. He's being locked down. There's the hook from Nefari. He pulls in Kraken. Sandwraith is barely going to live in the process, and now Kraken's in trouble. He charges out of the Devour, though. He will be killed. Sandwraith is going to port on out of there. He does have his ultimate, though, so he's going to start regenerating. He actually pops a health potion in the well. He wants to get back ASAP. He buys a Firebrand. Wait for that Sandwraith ultimate. Down goes Devour right there. The Moon Finale going off. Empath going to fall. Why hasn't he ulted? Exactly. He's not coming in. They just clean it up over here. Double tap for Seal Kid. And now here comes the push. Oh, man.
I have no idea why they didn't use ulti there, because if you would use ulti, it would get a lot of the beams away, probably. So I have no idea why they didn't do that. They could probably even turn it around then.
That's one of those split decisions. It's like, do I go, do I go? And he clearly thought the latter, to not go. I mean... but you know, that's what I was thinking too. The Moon Finale getting activated, that would have been the perfect time.
Yeah, I thought so too. It's like he had full headbutt, he just sat in the well, did nothing for like 4 seconds.
Well, he's going now.
Decides,
is he? No.
Nowhere.
He was just checking. Continues to farm out the bottom. So yeah, especially with the game that's proven to be pretty even so far up into that point. That's where the tides can start turning now towards one team, and that one team in this case is clearly Bad Monkey Gaming. Sync Esports getting caught out there, maybe not making the best of decisions, and ultimately BMG coming out on top. So we'll see how that continues to progress from here now.
Yeah, they had the team fight, I think, but then they just made a bit too big of a chase. Like, they could have been chasing straight away, but then they kind of backed off a bit and then started holding up the chase again. And that's when Moon Queen TP'd and turned their team fight. So I felt like they should have just manned up a bit earlier and then got maybe 1 or 2 kills and then backed off.
Yeah.
But instead they... Yeah, and then the Sandwraith didn't ult either. That was kind of a big thing.
Now, that was interesting too because I'm just realizing is he bought the firebrand but then he sold it right away as well. So he's not going to be going that either, and that leads me to believe he might be going just straight shrunken here.
Yeah, I think so too. Actually, then I think they know that they need to team fight soon at Congo or something.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna push the mid tower soon because that's pretty low already. And bottom tower, I don't think they're just gonna push without a kill, so that's just gonna be where it is right now. So I think BMG is gonna be soon forcing a team fight mid when they have everything ready.
Mm-hmm. You do see the follow-up on Moon Queen you were talking about. Maybe just even choose to pass up the shrunken head this game. He goes a firebrand, so at least starting off that route, so just going more aggressive here as far as his item build goes. Bottom
And
rune, haste rune, nice.
Here comes the push also,
Yep.
as expected.
I was going to say, I was waiting for that rune, obviously, as he was, and if that was a double damage especially, it's like, oh god, here we go. But it's a haste rune, still a good rune to have, but not like the powerful rune to be pushing with, but allow him to poke in
I'm
here.
not too sure. Okay. I was about to say that I'm not too sure why they're doing Asians right now, because then they're going to be able to get another tower, but they were backing off, so
Yeah.
they're going to clear up the Asians. They maybe was afraid that BMG would walk over there then after the tower and get the Asians too. 'Cause that would have been a disaster.
Yeah, Drunken Master, he was the one that at least doing them for the most part, eventually falls back as, oh, top lane! Sandwraith is in trouble. He's by himself currently. He's going to ultimate. Will he be able to juke out of here? Where's the real one? Where's the real one? The real one's down here. He's going to the top lane. He jukes him out. Will this be successful in the end? No, it won't. Wrath of the Pharaoh connects.
I have no idea why he did that, because
Yeah.
he could just run. Maybe he was afraid they were closer. But the thing is, he saw them with his ulti, so I'm not too sure why he would do that.
Panicked. Clearly panicked right there. So BMG gets the pick. Obviously, that all started with Glacius coming in with the freeze. And he's sitting on 3,600 gold. Now it's after death. So that's one of those situations, too. You're like, you want to maybe buy something.
Yeah,
Mighty Blade at least, or... But,
yeah, I do agree with that. Saving up that much gold as a hard carry that needs to be farming and getting pickoffs. You need to buy something.
Yeah.
You can't save up gold.
in the end, Drunken Match, as I was going to say, I mean, he is pushing the bottom lane up, but his farm has also struggled. He has a Mighty Blade, in fact, so not even going to be going a Soul's Bulwark route here. As far as a follow-up, forced to go more of a defensive style here, it looks like. With the possible Shrunken Head. You got Devour, Shaman's Headdress, great, sure, but, you know, that just makes himself more tanky. Is that really going to be the biggest impact, at least at this point of the game?
I think he's going to go for a barrier idol. I think it's really good against Agent's team, as you can see the magic damage.
Yeah, once he gets to that stage, obviously, that's where it is worth it, but not there just yet. You think that's important to go over a portal key at this point, priority?
In this case, I would say, yeah. He needs to be in the way of Moon Queen, so he can't get in on everyone else, I think.
Yeah.
Because Kraken is going to be the one that's going to be jumping around, so he's going to be able to keep Moon Queen away from his carries, I think.
Mm-hmm. Kraken, he does go the Soul's Bulwark follow-up, so yeah, he too, you know, again, passing up the Shrunken. Speaking of Shrunken, Wraith does purchase it there. As he resurrects, farms up a little bit, and has a full Shrunken Head now. So again, big item pickup, but is it one of those cases almost where it's just a little too late, even at only 22, really 23 minutes into the game, but you have a full Geometer's Beam now just finished on Moon Queen.
Yeah, he's going to be hitting like a truck soon.
Yeah.
I think, hopefully, he's going to go with the Genjira now. He might do something else. Like, I feel like he can buy whatever he feels like right now. Even if he buys a Shrunken, that's not bad, because it makes him able to auto-attack all the time.
Yeah. So far ahead. More Ancients being done here by the Hellborn team. You see Master of Arms comes in again, the boiling water throwing down, and assist here with Drunken Master. But Legion side, Pharaohs know something. They do have a ward of sight in the lane off to the side, so kind of spotting them somewhat doing it and getting them to fall back in the end. Look at all the rev wards here, but Those are going to be taken care of by Seokid, actually. So they're going to steal the rest of the Ancients.
And they might go for Conger actually, no, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nope. Doesn't look like it.
They're sending Illusions mid. Yeah, not going to go for it, though. They're probably... Yeah.
I feel like they can do Conger now pretty easy, actually, because they... At this point, I think they want to fight. And... Or maybe they want to wait for the Moon Queen to hit 16 first. That's might what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then they feel like strong enough to go Conger, or maybe even bottom or mid tower. Let's see what they do.
Torturer, okay, putting top. Just gonna go prevent that push from happening. Is that how many tower kills have had? Yeah, only one tower kill so far by Sync Esports. That's another thing where you look at it and say, yeah, that's not helping their cause either. Haven't been able
Top
to
and mid tower is pretty low though, so
True.
if they guys can get something there.
Oh, this is interesting. Devourer was caught between a rock and a hard place right here. He pulls in right there on Glacius. Gonna go for turnaround. Release the Kraken coming out. Pharaoh in the midst of it, but Kraken with a big ultimate right there. Samurai coming in with Empath. But again, it's just too little, too late. Has a shrunken head, not doing too much damage in the process. Drunken Master jumps in. He goes down shortly after. And the Samurai just flies away, or more so runs away with the Desert's Curse. But yeah, that was not going to happen. It all started again. Devourer, he kind of got caught in a tough spot there. His team felt like they had to follow it up.
I also feel like Sanders is not manning up enough. They had no spells ready after they used everything on like Devourer. They used like the Moon Finale and everything on Drunken while he was going in, and then he activated his Drunken, but that means you're not going to take any damage from the Moon Finale, and they had no other thing that could do anything to him.
Yeah.
And he decided to run away with the Drunken activated, so he did nothing while he had Drunken on.
Yep.
Everything he used was a dagger, so I feel like Lensmeister is not doing what is needed to do this game right now.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. I mean, you pick a combo like Empath Samurai especially against a Moon Queen. Again, the idea was there, and it's just the execution has just not been the best for Sync Esports, unfortunately, this game. So here we are, 26 minutes in the lead once again, looking in favor, just like Game 1 for BMG. 10,000 gold and experience lead, really. Sync, though, as you would expect, and good to see at least. They're not showing signs of giving up just yet. They're going to try to fight on here. Barrier Idol is finished on Devour. Another 1,900 gold on Sandray. So despite his success rate in terms of being active in these fights, not being the best, his farm is still solid. Oh, yeah, Caster's Curse, man. I swear. I'm sorry, Flensmeister. Here comes Kraken. He's chasing. There's the Wrath of the Pharaoh. Sandray, he has Desert's Curse coming up, but he can't get it off. He has ultimate as well. Can he do anything here? No, he cannot. Just melts away. Double damage on Pharaoh also helps, so... They're just making sure, is BMG, not to let them any bit of comeback with the lockdown.
But it looks of it, Kraken is going Shrunken though, and I don't feel like that's smart. I think he should just go for the straight Shamanic.
Yeah. Torturer? Okay, he's gonna die.
He got hooked, right?
Yeah, he got hooked in there.
I see.
Not much he can do at that point. Well played, but yeah, going the Shrunken, so... Is that game changer? I don't
think it's a game changer right now, but in a really close, intense game, because right now BMG is kind of far ahead actually.
Yeah.
And in a close, intense game, I don't feel like he should have went with the Shrunken, but maybe they feel like they're so far ahead that they could just go Shrunken and then win anyways.
Mm-hmm. Moon Queen, speaking of that, obviously went the Shrunken at himself. So as you're saying earlier, it's not necessary maybe, but at the end, it's not like it's oh, this was an awful pickup. It's still going to do great for him.
As said, it's a Shrunken hand and makes you immune anyways. So it's no matter what the pickup is on Moon Queen, it's good right now. So.
Exactly. I'm not sure where Drunken Master's planning on. Okay, yeah, he is going to be finished Drunken Head here. So it's 1,000 gold saved up. He's 300 more gold before that's finished. But still a little bit off of that. Support doing his typical build, especially on Empath, getting the support items early, the team support items more so. What's that?
Look also what Fusu is doing with the Minotaurs. He's having them mid now. I think...
oh, really?
Yeah, I think they're doing the thing they normally do.
Yeah.
Is Hans can take control over them.
Okay.
That's pretty normal.
See,
Fusu shares.
Go figure the game where I talk about how it's like, do we really see them that active? They're actually being active with him.
Yeah, it's Hanskin is doing sometimes pretty big plays with those, but
If he's not playing Ophelia, you don't expect it. There's the hook on a Kraken as he jumped in first. He does get pulled away, but it doesn't matter. Rats with our Pharaoh catches Drunken Master. Stagger's going to be used, but good job with the Mummy Wall placement. He knew he was going to stagger forward. He put them up there instead, and Drunken did not stand a chance because of that. This middle lane going to be pushing heavily. Samwraith, he has everything to be used, but without... Okay, Drunken does buy back. Master of Arms cannot buy back. They need to go, though. Kraken in the meantime pulls a Devour. Devour is going to go down. He does not. He does. Okay, he buys back anyways. Here we go. Samwraith is like, this is our chance. Let's go for it. Try to hold them off. Drunken head is up, but Moon Queen just too damn strong. The glaives bouncing around all over the place. Pharaoh, he is still alive, actually. And, yeah, all 5 are still up for BMG. So towers are going to fall right here. Down go the racks. And Bad Monkey Gaming making a statement right there in that fight with the pickups.
I think that fight made them win the game, I think. Getting those 2 pickups was a huge thing. It made them be able to push into the base. They could actually like just go home, regen, wait for the Shrunken, and then go conquer, because they didn't even use the moving out of there. They only used the Glacial Downpour and the Release the Kraken plus the Pharaoh ulti.
Yeah.
So they can just go straight away to conquer. There was a pickup by Sanwraith. He picked up Brutalizer.
Okay, yeah. So he's
I'm not too sure how much that's going to affect the game, but it's better than nothing.
Well, yeah, it's like with Empath aside, especially obviously the ice. You know what? We just got to do. We just need damage clearly. Pour it in. Maybe lock down ideally, especially the Moon Queen if possible, and get him killed. But yeah, obviously a lot easier said than done. So
yeah. I don't feel like they even have enough damage to go on Moon Queen right now. He has a bit too much armor and a bit too much hit points for... Because they need a Drunken Master in there, and he doesn't have Shrunken right now, so there's no way he's going to get in there. Kraken is going to stop him, and so is Pharaoh, so... I'm not too sure how they're going to try to stay in the game. Because right now they're way too far behind to actually be in a good spot.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try by not conceding.
Yeah.
They're going to try. Yeah,
they could try to go pick off top on Pharaoh, but...
Nope. Pharaoh's roaming back now. Yeah, it's like, again, as a spectator, it's like, when you got that information, it's like they could go over the pickup, but as far as what they're saying, you know, it's all black to them as far as the map, and and they're obviously already, they know they're behind, they can feel it as far as items and levels and everything, so... But yeah, but at the same time, you know, you're not going to win this game just simply by sitting back and trying to farm your pushed in lanes either. There's no way that's going to happen. So,
and now the Congress is going to be happening.
Got to take the risk somewhere. Got to do something here if you're Sync Esports. Yeah, so as you said, Congo may be happening. I mean,
they're not even going Congo. They
want
to get the bottom tower apparently.
Yeah, why? Glacius kind of counter wards around. He's going to keep them guessing if anything, but no, they're going to push in the bottom lane here. And so obviously Sync will be aware that's what's happening. So yeah, the bottom tower, the secondary tower, that's the last outer tower remaining, and not going to be for long here. As down it goes. Genjiro, was it finished? Oh, there's a wing book, excuse me. Finished on Moon Queen, so.
Oh, he finished it already.
Yeah,
that's nasty.
Farming quite well. 675 gold per minute, and now here goes the actual Congo attempt.
Yeah,
so
I'm not even too sure if they need the token on Moon Queen, but I think they're gonna go with it and then just let him right-click the racks, because then they need to go on him. And there's no way they're gonna kill him twice. I don't even think they're gonna be able to kill him once, unless they get a big hook into the base. But that's only gonna start the team fight by Pharaoh hooking right after and Kraken jumping in. So,
you know what? Oh, sorry.
I don't see them winning this team fight.
I just love this. What's stronger than an Ophelia? Really? Apparently it's a teammate that has a Whispering Helm that gets you the same minions anyways, but as a different hero. With the skill set of having your own stun as well with Torture, and it's a good damage output, so it is kind of funny seeing that, but that's pretty much what's going on here. He's got double Minotaur and a Skeleton King army to work with. It's okay. I mean, Sync, anytime now. Gotta do something. There's a hook attempt. It's going to miss right here. Sarah's going to be pulled in, or I say pushed back, I should say. He died. That's what really matters. He buys back immediately, but it's just too much damage as we expected. Sandwraith, the ultimates, he's going all in right here, but that should be doing it. BMG It looks like they're going to be rolling through to the Game 3 victory and thus taking the 5 vs 5 Nvidia-sponsored cup here for this weekend, taking home their nice-ass graphic cards. To be specific, the GeForce GTX 770s. So congratulations to Bad Monkey Gaming. They're going to go ahead and receive those from Nvidia. Sync Esports, they fall just short. But what a series it was. What a series it was, as we expected. So fun indeed. But yeah, the end there, it's obviously just a little... way too late for Sync to have anything go their way. So, well, Super KGE, any final thoughts on that third game there?
No, I think, as I expected, it's going to be a pretty intense game early on, and then it's going to be, as said also, that the team that has them going early game is going to be taking it later game too, unless there was a big mistake. And as you saw, BMG got early game by a big team fight mid, and then they just kept going with it. So I think they played good. They
did. I mean, both teams definitely had their shining moments. Even Sync at game 2, obviously they won that game and looked very strong all throughout it. But yeah, it really goes to show you, especially the beginning of the game, the kind of the start, the momentum, the pace, and how that really sets the tone for the rest of it, of course. So. BMG, though, again, winners here of the Nvidia 5 vs 5 Cup for this weekend, so another congratulations to them. So that is going to be wrapping it up as far as coverage goes here today. I do got a couple of some announcements to make here, I guess I should say. So tomorrow, obviously, the King of the Hills title match that's been rescheduled. At first, it was supposed to be on Thursday, got rescheduled to Friday, and then the teams weren't able to make it on Friday, so they rescheduled it to tomorrow. So it should be tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern, 1800 Central European Time. Hopefully, I'll let you guys know, obviously, if anything comes up, but that should be tomorrow. And actually, it's between the same two teams, BMG versus Sync Esports. They're in the King of the Hill title fight, so looking forward to that. As well as will hopefully be the announcement of the Carnage and Caldivar has already been announced, guys. You got to check it out on the forums if you haven't yet. But we'll also hopefully be breaking that down tomorrow as far as what to expect with the event, how we think it may play out, and what's to look forward to when it comes to competitive HON, and specifically with the Carnage of Caldivar, man. I'm really excited for that, man. $18,000 ultimately on the line. It's going to be 12 weeks of just non-stop, just constant good Heroes of New Earth coming at you on a weekly basis. Like 4 days of the week, there's going to be some kind of top-tier HON coming at you, so it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun, just like the old days, something like an NASL or whatever, but looking forward to that. Before I officially wrap up Super KGE, thanks again for joining. Any shout-outs, anything else you want to say here?
Shout out to all my hookers and to my new clan that I just made. And shout out to my stream, twitch.tv/SuperKG. And also a big shout out to my former team, BMG. And I wish them luck with the limp. And also shout out to my new team, my new team, Team Excellent. And also a great big ass shout out to Papa Björn. He's the man.
There you go. Papa Bjorn. Shout out to you too. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be wrapping it up again. Thanks for joining me, man. I'm sure more to come in the future here as far as co-casting goes. Hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. It was really fun.
Good. All right. So, but ladies and gentlemen, to officially wrap this up, congratulations one more time to Bad Monkey Gaming. They take the Nvidia 5 vs 5 Cup here over the weekend. Thus, again, taking home the graphics card. So congratulations to them. Again, guys, we should be back tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern, 1800 Central European Time for King of the Hill. I'll let you guys know if anything changes. Obviously, stay tuned.